Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Advaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srilla Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srilla Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura, Hari Gol, Hari Gol, Hari Gol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Gol. Jai Gaura, Jai Gaura, Nitai Gaura. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stutara Sutta Sisimati Divine Grace ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stutara Sutta Sisimati Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srilla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Radha Kunda Giri Garavadhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Disapereance Ki Jai. Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. Glory to Shishi Guru Sri Gauranga. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pitai Bhutale. Srimati Bhakti Chirita Swami. Namaste Krishna Padaya. Upada Shitamini Shri Gaura Karina Shakti Vasa Om Magyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksholam Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapijam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutam Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Chan Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhuitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandha Jagatpatin Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwarim Vrisavana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakal Patarubhyascha Kripa Sundubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya-lila, chapter 11. The passing of Haridas Thakur. Let them sit. They can sit there. You hear Hindi? Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, the chief assistants in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, remained with him both day and night. One day, until 11, until Lila, chapter 11, text 16. One day, Govinda, the personal servant to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, went in great jubilation to deliver the remnants of Lord Jagannath's food to Haridas Thakur. When Govind came to Haridas, he saw that Haridas Thakur was lying on his back and chanting his rounds very slowly. Please rise and take your Mahaprasadam, Govinda said. Haridas Thakur replied, today I shall observe fasting. I have not finished chanting my regular number of rounds. Haridas Thakur ki jai. How then can I eat? But you have brought Mahaprasadam, and how can I neglect it? Means what? Haridas Thakur, he will take prasadam only when he has completed his rounds. Meaning that if you want to make advancement, no 16 rounds, no prasadam. Is it difficult? Is it difficult? No 16 rounds, no prasadam. At least for Kartik. At least for Kartik. Right? For Kartik, yeah, you should take some vows. If you want to make advancement, you should take some vows. If you want to be strong, then you have to do something to maintain that. No 16 rounds, no prasadam. Until I finish 16 rounds, then I'm qualified to take prasadam. That's the way to make advancement. So Haridas Thakur said, I have not finished my rounds. How can I take prasadam? But you have brought prasadam. How can I neglect it? Saying this, he offered prayers to the Mahaprasadam, took a little portion and ate it. The next day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Haridas' place and inquired from him, Haridas, are you well? Haridas offered his obeisances to the Lord and replied, my body is all right, but my mind and intelligence are not well. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further inquired from Haridas, can you ascertain what your disease is? Haridas Thakur replied, my disease is that I cannot complete my rounds. There are many devotees. Our 16 round is dragged from morning till evening. And some cases, the next day. Just 16 rounds. 16 rounds is nothing. So some of us are dragging from morning till night, just 16 rounds. And some cases, even the next day. Haridas Thakur is saying that is our disease. It's a sickness. Why is it like that? Rupa Goswami said, we are suffering from jaundice. Jaundice. A person who is suffering from jaundice, sugar is very bitter. The holy name of Lord Krishna is very sweet, not bitter. But because our tongues are suffering from jaundice, the holy name is not tasty. Therefore, we keep it from morning to night and the next day. But Haridas Thakur said it's a disease. We should treat it. How do we treat the disease? Chanting more than 16 rounds. The recommendation from Padma Purana. Chanting continuously. It is very, very powerful that the name will rise above the offenses and reveal the holy name. There is no other processes of Krishna self-realization which is as powerful as the holy name. So the holy name is the best. So Haridas Thakur is Acharya for this. Do you know how Haridas Thakur has become the Nama Acharya? He was humiliated. We cannot be humble without humiliation. Humiliation will bring humility. So Haridas was humiliated. He became so humble that from Brahma he went down, not even to Sudra, Yavana. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Haridas Thakur, your birth is superior to mine. You are not a Yavana. Out of humility, you appeared in that race just to deliver the whole world. That's the reason why Haridas took birth. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you are better than me. I am born a Brahmana, and you are born as a Yavana. You are superior to me. Because your exalted position as Namacharya. You are superior to me. He was humiliated. Now that you have become old, the Lord said, you may reduce the number of rounds you chant daily. You are already liberated, and therefore you need not follow the regulatory principles very strictly. Your role in this incarnation is to deliver the people in general. You have sufficiently preached the glories of the holy name in this world. The Lord concluded, now, therefore, please reduce the fixed number of times you chant the holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Haridas Thakur replied, kindly hear my real plea. I was born in an inferior family. and my body is most abominable. I always engage in low work. Therefore, I am the lowest, most condemned of men. I am unseeable and untouchable. But you have accepted me as your servant. This means that you have delivered me from a hellish condition and raised me to the Vaikuntha platform. My dear Lord, you are the only fully independent personality of Godhead. You act by your own free will. You cause the whole world to dance and act as you like. My dear Lord, by your mercy, you have made me dance in many ways. For example, I was offered the Sraddha Patra, which should have been offered to first-class Brahmanas. I ate from it, even though I was born in a family of meat-eaters. This was Advaitacharya. Advaitacharya offered the first plate of Sraddha ceremony to Haridas. That's the custom, that the highest person should be honored with that. So Advaita offered it to Haridas. Haridas said, please, don't do this. You are a highly respectable person in the community. People will blaspheme you. Don't do this. Advaitacharya said, ha. Let the whole world blaspheme me. I don't care. Let them say whatever they want to say. I don't care. I know who you are. You are a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. Therefore, you are the best person to be offered this plate. I have not seen anyone as qualified as you. Lord Krishna always put his devotees in such ways so he could demonstrate how he is all complete. If Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not put Haridas in a low bed, sent Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami to Muhammad, governor, and gave a very bad, sick body to Vasudev, that, and the Brahmana leper. Suppose Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not do this, how will people see this movement? How will people in general see the movement? Oh, this society is only for Brahmanas. It must be a Brahmana to become a devotee. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did this to silence that. Send his devotee to different areas. Some are very, very, very sick, but they continue with their Krishna consciousness. Some are very, very, very poor, extremely poor. Some are very highly placed personalities, like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and Pundari Vidyanidhi. Look at his opulence. Pundari Vidyanidhi, his asana is the asana he sits on. He can feed the whole world. Pundari Vidyanidhi, only his asana can feed the whole world. Yes. Listen to Vrindavan Das Thakur, how he described. I don't have power to describe the description he gave to Pundari Vidyanidhi's asana. That was perplexed Gadadhara Pandit. How is this a devotee? Just see the asana. How is this a devotee? He just saw the asana. He have not seen the bed. Right? Already Hassan he saw. How is this a devotee? The trash can for Pundari Vidyanidhi, the trash can is made of gold. This is what trash can, the waste basket, you can spit on, is gold, pure gold. So what about his bed? What will you think about the bed in this room? Right? Krishna placed him there. Chaitanya placed him there. He placed others in the different positions. It's a powerful lesson that Chaitanya is teaching. That devotional service does not depend on all these external situations. No external situation has anything to do with devotional service. Completely different. So Haridas was offered the first plate. He said, no, I don't want this. Please. You can do this, but people are going to blaspheme you. Advaita Acharya said, there's no problem with that. I'm ready to accept the blasphemy because I have not seen anyone that is superior to you. After all, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself said, you are superior to him, then what about me? So, you are thousands of times better than me. Therefore, it is my fortune to offer you this first plate. So Haridas remembered. He continued, I have had one desire for a very long time. I think that quite soon, my Lord, you will bring to a close your pastimes within this material world. I wish that you not show me this closing chapter of your pastimes. Before that time comes, kindly let my body fall down in your presence. I wish to cast your lotus feet upon my heart and see your moon-like face. So Haridas Thakur is saying, you have unlimited pastimes. All are very wonderful, and the whole world desires to see it. I want to see all of them. Only one I don't want to see. I don't want to participate in one of your leela. Which one is that? I don't want to see your disappearance. Before that, let me go. Let me go. Because I will not be able to maintain my life. And I cannot commit suicide. Therefore, let me go. Then you can come later. With my tongue, I shall chant the holy name, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. That is my desire. Kindly let me give up my body in this way. Oh, most merciful Lord, if by your mercy it is possible, kindly grant my desire. Let this stubborn body fall down before you. You can make possible this perfection of all my desires. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear Haridas, Krishna is so merciful that he must execute whatever you want. But whatever happiness is mine is all due to your association. It is not fitting for you to go away and leave me behind. Catching the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haridas Thakur said, "My Lord, do not create an illusion. Although I am so fallen, you must certainly show me this mercy. My Lord, there are many respectable personalities, millions of devotees, who are fit to sit on my head. They are all helpful in your pastimes. My Lord, if an insignificant insect like me dies, what is the loss? If an ant dies, where is the loss to the material world? My Lord, you are always affectionate to your devotees. I am just an imitation devotee, but nevertheless, I wish that you fulfill my desire. That is my expectation." Because he had to perform his known duties, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and left. But it was settled that the following day, after he saw Lord Jagannath, he would return to visit Haridas Thakur. After embracing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, left to perform his known duties and went to the sea to take his bath. The next morning, after visiting the Jagannath temple, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accompanied by all his devotees, went hastily to see Haridas Thakur. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the devotees came before Haridas Thakur, who offered his respect to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnavas. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, "My dear Haridas, what is the news?" Haridas Thakur replied, "My Lord, whatever mercy you have bestowed upon me, whatever mercy you can bestow upon me." Upon hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately began great congregational chanting in the courtyard. Vakreshwara Pandit was the chief dancer. Headed by Saru Damodar Goswami, all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu surrounded Haridas Thakur and performed congregational chanting. In front of all the great devotees like Ramananda Rai and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to describe the holy attributes of Haridas Thakur. As he described the transcendental attribute of Haridas Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu seemed to possess 5 mouths. The more he described, the more his great happiness increased. After hearing of the transcendental qualities of Haridas Thakur, all the devotees present were struck with wonder. They all offered their respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur. What does that mean? After hearing of the transcendental qualities of Haridas Thakur, all the devotees present were struck with wonder. Why wonder? We should not wait until devotee leaves before we understand how wonderful that devotee is. When devotees live with us, we see all kinds of faults, all kinds of mistakes. When a devotee leaves the body, then he becomes a pure devotee that we will celebrate. This is neophyte nature. We should not wait until the devotee leaves the body before we see how wonderful that devotee is. We should see that now before the devotee leaves. Haridas is teaching. When Haridas Thakur was here, he was seen as Yabana. But when Sri Mahaprabhu started speaking about the glories of Haridas Thakur, this Haridas? This Haridas? Yes, it's the Haridas. Not second one. It's this Haridas. It is not that Haridas Thakur became pure when he was leaving the body. He has been pure all along. Why didn't we see? We didn't see because of the curtain of fault finding blocked our vision. That is how fault finding is. Very, very powerful, that will block our eyes from seeing the reality. Haridas Thakur has been pure all along. Although he has been playing the part of a humble devotee. In Kali Yuga, if a person is very humble, he is misunderstood to be a foolish person. But that should not be with devotees, because devotees should know. Natural humility is with pure devotees. And Haridas Thakur is a pure devotee, so he's perfectly exhibiting. He said, I am a low-born person. I have never done any good thing. Anyone who sees me, Haridas Thakur said, anyone who sees me need to take bath in Ganga to get purified. Anyone who sees me, anyone who touches me becomes contaminated. I need to take bath in Ganga to become purified. But actually, that is not Haridas. Haridas is a pure devotee, Namacharya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used Haridas to teach us what is the glory of the holy name. He gave him the title. But Haridas never considered himself to be a devotee. He always sees himself to be a non-devotee. That is how devotees feel, naturally. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to Haridas before this time. My dear Haridas, I have anxiety. Haridas Thakur, my dear Lord, he said, my dear Lord, what can be anxiety for you? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I came here to deliver the whole world. And I have done that by engaging the human beings to chant the holy name. What about the lower species of life? The plant, the trees, and the animals. How are they going to be delivered? This is my anxiety. Haridas Thakur said, my dear Lord, you have already done it. You have done it already. When you chanted Hare Krishna, that response was the chanting of the trees. So they have already chanted and they are all delivered. You have done it, my Lord. Srila Prabhupada said in a purport, this is the duty of a bona fide disciple. A bona fide disciple. His duty is to relieve the spiritual master from his anxiety. What is anxiety of a guru? To deliver the conditioned souls, to preach Krishna consciousness. So the duty of a bona fide disciple is to support, to assist the spiritual master in distributing Krishna consciousness. Every devotee should keep this in mind. My duty is to support my spiritual master, not to give him anxiety, but to relieve him from anxiety. A neophyte disciple will give Guru anxiety. It's neophyte. First-class disciple will relieve the spiritual masters from anxiety. He's supporting as first-class bona fide disciple. He relieves the spiritual master from anxiety by supporting him in his preaching. Neophyte, devotees, disciples, they will increase anxiety of the spiritual master by their whimsical activities. The spiritual master will spend his time to look at the whimsical activities instead of looking at the wonderful activities of delivering the whole world. That's the difference. So Haridas Thakur is a first class, bona fide disciple. The Srila Mahaprabhu was very, very happy with Haridas Thakur. Another point is that Haridas Thakur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is using him to teach us how to live the body. A devotee should not leave the body in a hospital. That is inauspiciousness. Inauspicious. Devotees should leave the body in the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or the spiritual master, or in the middle of kirtan. Not in a hospital, in kirtan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come personally to see Haridas Thakur. He brought all the devotees with the holy name, all the three complete in Haridas Thakur, because of his exalted position. This is the perfect way to live the body. Devotees of Krishna are, according to Damodar, the most exalted personalities in the world. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, they are the most exalted personalities, but they are very, 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 very humble. This is Haridas Thakur, extremely humble due to purity. To celebrate his glorious departure, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came personally. It is mentioned here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hurried. He hurried to come and meet his devotee. And he came with all other wonderful devotees, Ramananda Rai, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Bhakreshwara Pandit, and he is engaged in dancing for the kirtan of the holy name. After hearing of the transcendental qualities of Haridas, all the devotees present were struck with wonder. They all offered their respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur made Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sit down in front of him. And then he fixed his eyes like two bumblebees on the lotus face of the Lord. He held the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on his heart, and then took the dust of the feet of all the devotees present and put it on his head. He began to chant the holy name of Sri Krishna Chaitanya again and again. As he drank the sweetness of the face of the Lord, tears constantly glided down from his eyes. While chanting the holy name of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he gave up his air of life, and left his body. Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Seeing the wonderful death of Haridas Thakur by his own will, which was just like a great mystic yogi's, everyone remembered the passing away of General Bismade. There was a tumultuous noise as they all chanted the holy names, Hari and Krishna. Hari, Hari. Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became overwhelmed with ecstatic love. The Lord raised the body of Haridas Thakur and placed it on his lap. Then he began to dance in the courtyard in great ecstatic love. Because of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love, all the devotees were helpless. And in ecstatic love, they also began to dance and chant congregationally. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced for some time. And then Swami Damodar Goswami informed him of other rituals for the body of Haridas Thakur. The body of Haridas Thakur was then raised onto a carrier that resembled an airship and taken to the sea, accompanied by congregational chanting. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in front of the procession, and Bhakti Pandit, along with the other devotees, chanted and danced behind him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed the body of Haridas Thakur in the sea and then declared, "From this day on, this sea has become a place, a great pilgrimage site. Everyone drank the water that had touched the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, and then they smeared the remnant of Lord Jagannath's sandalwood pulp over Haridas Thakur's body. After a hole was dug in the sand, the body of Haridas Thakur was placed on it. Remnants from Lord Jagannath, such as his silken robes, sandalwood pulp, food, and cloth, were placed on the body. All around the body, the devotees performed congregational chanting, and Bhakti Pandit danced in jubilation. With his transcendental hands, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally covered the body of Haridas Thakur with sand, chanting, Hari Bol! Hari Bol! The devotees covered the body of Haridas Thakur with sand and then constructed a platform upon the site. The platform was protected all around by fencing. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and chanted all around the platform, and as the holy name of Hari roared tumultuously, the whole universe became filled with the vibration. After Sankirtan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed in the sea with his devotees, swimming and playing in the water in great jubilation. When the devotee appears in the material world, we say, Jai! Jai, because the devotee has come to teach Krishna consciousness. When the devotee leaves the body, also we say, Jai! Why? Jai is good, he has come. Why Jai will be leaving? Because the devotee is going back home, back to Godhead. So we say, Jai is glorious. It's glorious. And simultaneously, we cry. Because we have lost the association. But how will we cry if we have been very, very hard and mechanical in our relationship with that devotee? How will we cry? We will be very happy that, okay, I'm relieved. Now the trouble has gone. When we have good relationship with the devotee, which we should have good relationship, we will feel the pain of separation from this devotee. So we cry, and at the same time, we are happy. So it is not lamentation. Devotee does not lament. We feel happy that a devotee has made it. One has become successful. That one has become successful means we are going back home, back to Godhead. That is success. Not the number of congregational members we have in our temple. That is not success. Success is a devotee is going back home, back to Godhead. That is success. So while we are preaching and making devotees, we shouldn't miss the goal. That it is our responsibility to take care of every devotee in such a way that they will go back home, back to Godhead. That is our responsibility. After circumambulating the tomb of Haridas Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the Simhadwar gate of the Jagannath temple. The whole city chanted in congregation, and the tumultuous sound vibrated all over the city. Approaching the Simhadwar gate, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spread his cloth and began to beg prasadam from all the shopkeepers there. I am begging prasadam for a festival honoring the passing away of Haridas Thakur. The Lord said, please give me alms. Hearing this, all the shopkeepers immediately came forward with big basket of prasadam, which they jubilantly delivered to Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made all the devotees sit. However, Sri Damodar Goswami stopped them, and the shopkeepers returned to their shops and sat down with their baskets. Sri Damodar Goswami sent Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu back to his residence and kept with him 4 Vaishnavas and 4 servant carriers. Sri Damodar Goswami said to all the shopkeepers, deliver to me 4 palmfuls of prasadam from each and every item. In this way, varieties of prasadam were collected, then packed up in different loads and carried on the heads of the 4 servants. Not only did Sri Damodar Goswami bring prasadam, but Varinath, Padnayaka, and Kasi Mishra also sent large quantities. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made all the devotees sit in rows and personally began to distribute the prasadam, assisted by 4 other men. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not accustomed to taking prasadam in small quantities. He therefore put on each plate what at least 5 men could eat. Sri Damodar Goswami requested Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please sit down and watch. With these men to help me, I shall distribute the prasadam. The 4 men, Sri Damodara, Jagadananda, Kasiswara, and Sankara, distributed the prasadam continuously. All the devotees who sat down would not eat the prasadam as long as the Lord had not eaten. On that day, however, Kasi Mishra had extended an invitation to the Lord. Therefore, Kasi Mishra personally went there and delivered prasadam to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great attention and made him eat. With Paramananda Puri and Brahmananda Bharati, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat down and accepted the prasadam. When he began to eat, so did all the Vaishnavas. Everyone was filled up to the neck because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept telling the distributors, give them more, give them more. After all the devotees finished accepting prasadam and have washed their hands and mouths, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decorated each of them with a flower garland and sandalwood pulp. Overwhelmed with the ecstatic love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered a benediction to all the devotees, which all the devotees had with great satisfaction. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this benediction. Anyone who has seen the festival of Sri Haridas Thakur's passing away, anyone who has chanted and danced here, anyone who has offered sun on the body of Haridas Thakur, and anyone who has joined this festival to partake of the prasadam will achieve the favor of Krishna very soon. There is such wonderful power in seeing Haridas Thakur. Namacharya Srilla Haridas Thakur ki. Comments? Question? Yes, Prabhu.
Maharaj, Hare Krishna. Maharaj, thank you so much for such wonderful class, and it was very enlivening and touching. That remembrance of Haridas Thakur came, that how he was such a nice devotee and serving the Lord very powerfully. Thank you. I wanted to ask one question from the morning class. So can I ask? Morning, you were telling about prasadam, that while prasadam we should not talk prajalpa and we should put in something and hear, and so that is very great. So sometimes we feel like when many devotees are preparing prasadam bhoga, that time some devotee tells some pastime and then like that they are doing. But then sometimes the speed of that reduces the cooking. So what we should do about it? Rohit, you can explain.
No. It cannot be like that. If you are speaking, hearing the activities of the Lord, you will have more focus, more concentration. That service will be of high quality. That will be of high quality. Pure devotional service, it begins from which stage? Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma, na Sochati, na Kansati, Sarvasu, Sama Sarvasu, Bhutishu, Bhagbatim, Labate, Param. This is the beginning of devotional service. Bhaktim Labate Param. So on that level, everything done by us is relishable by Krishna. So we cannot do otherwise. If we are not doing it nicely because of hearing of Krishna, it means that we are not hearing properly also. We are not hearing properly. If we are hearing properly, we will have focus. Nothing else will come inside. People who are very slow means the mind is very weak. People are very fast means the mind is sharp. If the mind is weak, the body will be weak. So dullness has to do with the mind. The sharpness has also to do with the mind, the nature of the mind. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Murari Gupta, give up Gyan, karma and Gyan. They make the mind very dull, very weak. Bhakti makes the mind very sharp. How can that be slow? What is sharp? You are active. You will do everything perfectly. Very conscious of the time. Because you are concentrating. When I'm doing my deity worship, I will play Krishna Kanamrit. If I don't play and devotee talk with me, I will spend longer time. I will not finish on time. But when I'm concentrating, hearing very fast, I will finish very, very fast. If devotees are talking, I'm very slow because the mind is not focused. So if we are hearing very nicely, we will do attentive service which will be offerable to Krishna. This is my experience. Therefore, I don't like devotees to talk with me when I'm doing my deity service. First of all, the deities don't like it. They don't like it. And if I continue, they will be chastising me. The deities are not idols. They are directly Krishna. So, whatever we do, they will respond to it. So if we are very focused, we are hearing, so that we don't miss out, they will be very, very happy. And that will make us to be very, very sharp and very, very nice in doing the service that will please the Lord.
So Maharaj, you can do like that? Means one devotee is speaking and others are hearing and they are cutting sabji and everything. They are very attentively hearing and we can cut simultaneously like that?
Attentive hearing?
Yeah. One devotee is speaking pastimes and others are hearing attentively and they are cutting sabji together. That is alright, means
Very good. Very good. In Chowpatty temple, that is done. When devotees are taking prasadam, one devotee is reading. Very sweet. You know when you finish 2 plates of prasadam, very easily. Very easily. Very sweet. That's the best way to be in Krishna, not to be in Krishna. Very good. We should do like that. That's Krishna consciousness. Yes, any other comment? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj, for the wonderful class. My question is regarding the fault finding you are saying. So, a lot of time it happened like something we are doing or some talk is going on, and some devotee comes and tells some fault about other devotee. Maybe it may be correct, it may be wrong, based on the situation which he faced. And by hearing that, we get a conception about that personality. And when the person comes, and if he's not doing the acting that way also, then also that conception remain in the mind. So how to remove that conception and how to avoid that hearing that fault, so that it should not hurt the devotee also.
First of all, we should know that conditioned souls, whatever conditioned souls say is 90% wrong. Only 10% is correct. All conditioned souls. Only 10% is correct. 90% wrong. So you understand? So why should I believe? Why should I believe that? So when we hear something from a devotee, remember that everything devotees have told you is 90% wrong. So it means it's not important. It's not important. Throw it away. Throw it away. But the mind is very, very tricky. Even when you feel that, well, I just had it, so I'll throw it away. After a few days, before you realize that the man has recorded it and is keeping. So next time we see that devotee, we say, oh, this devotee did like this. It is very dangerous. We should not keep any negative thing in the mind. Because that is the sitting place of Krishna. Krishna didn't sit on the head, on the hand, or the feet, or whenever. He sits in the heart. Why we should disturb Krishna by keeping negative thing where he's supposed to sit? Krishna doesn't have equals. He's alone. So let him sit there comfortably. We should not put something else there. Anything you want to keep there, it should be positive thing, not negative thing. Even if that devotee does it, suppose devotee does that, okay, 10% devotee did that. Why do we keep negative things in the mind? Contamination. The problem is that the devotee who have done the negative thing is not suffering like we who are keeping that negativity in the mind. Maybe he has forgotten it, but we are carrying that negativity in the mind. It is we who are suffering, not that devotee. The thing which we constantly think of, that is our future. Anything which is preoccupying our mind is our future. So what future do we want for ourselves? The bad things or the good things? Better we keep the good things, because if we continue to dwell on the negative thing people are doing, that is what we are. We are that. So we are doing ourselves instead of the person. So for the reason, we shouldn't keep any negative things in the mind. We shouldn't. So let it go. And we should not make ourselves a trash can. We shouldn't make ourselves a trash can that people will come and dump their nonsense. Why? Why should we make ourselves a trash can for people to come and dump their nonsense? Why? Let them carry their nonsense with themselves. We shouldn't allow them to dump their garbages on us. Means that in our Christian conscious life, we should not have a space for people to come and tell us nonsense things or garbage. We shouldn't. Devotees should know us that this Prabhu will chastise me if I tell him nonsense. So I wouldn't go and tell him. We should live our life in such a way that people should know us, that we are straight. I won't take nonsense, so you cannot come and tell me nonsense things. If you have something wonderful to tell me, yes, we are friends. Only those who are in management should hear this, because they have to deal with it. But the rest of us, we should be careful with these things. We don't gauge ourselves with these things. The spiritual master has to deal with disciples. So the Bhakti not Thakur explains Bhakti Aloka. He's explaining the nectar of instruction of Rupa Goswami. So he's describing this. So a guru has to deal with this nonsense. He has to hear these things, because it's duty to correct. So he can deal with it. That is his contamination. So he has to deal with that, but not others. Others should not engage themselves in that. Yes. We shouldn't be trash cans for people. We should be a wonderful devotee that we want to live our life in Christian consciousness in such a way where we always make progress. This does not mean that we should be foolish and take things for granted, that a devotee is misbehaving in an ashram. Say somebody has the habit to take someone's thing, and they say, no, I don't want to hear this, and keep their thing. If they take their cell phone, you'll be anxiety. Therefore, we should not be foolish. It doesn't mean we should be foolish. Now we should understand. Yes. Does it make sense? Okay, last question.
Maharaj, I have question from afternoon class. Afternoon class, I want to ask a question. You were telling that our harsh dealing with the devotees and non-devotees, this is due to lack of love for Krishna. So my question is that we don't have love for Krishna exactly. So, and while dealing with devotees, sometimes our harsh behavior comes out. And even we try to suppress this kind of behavior, still somehow or other it happens. So how to reduce this kind of our behavior and develop love for Krishna?
Can you explain?
We know that we don't have that much love for God, but I think that this harshness comes on a regular basis. Like sometimes we become harsh to devotees. So how to avoid that harshness?
How do we avoid treating devotees harshly? Yes. We explained in the morning or the afternoon that we should see everyone as Krishna's part and parcel. So if I know you are very dear to Lord Krishna, I will not do anything wrong to you. Because I know that if I do something wrong to you, Krishna will not be happy with me. If I know that, naturally I will treat you very nicely. But if I don't see you as a spirit soul, if I see you as something else, then I can misbehave, I can do anything, only nonsense. So we need understanding. So to understand, we need to hear. We should hear attentively so we can get this knowledge to understand that all living entities are part and parcel of Krishna and all very dear to Krishna. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, when you have gotten this knowledge, you will know that all are mine. They are mine. So how can we treat Krishna's things in a bad way? So we need knowledge to understand this. Then we can act properly. To get the knowledge, we have to hear. Hear regularly. So hear always. Then we get the knowledge to understand things as they are, and we act properly. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Gora Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.